Hi everyone, and welcome to another session of Busking from Home. It occurred to me that I've been busking from home now since May of this year, and it's perhaps time that I acknowledged those of you who tune in regularly, a select few, I must add. I do appreciate your support, and it is encouraging to receive so many hearts. A special thank you to Did That Too and Zodiac, whoever you are and wherever you are. I guess we'll never meet, but this keeps us in touch in one way. And of course, a special thank you to Fiona, the one fan I am aware of and who knows me and I know her. Last week, I featured a song by Jackson C. Frank, Blues Run the Game. I'm still working out how best to perform this song, so I hope you won't mind if I try it out again with you this week. Before I do, a few words about Jackson C. Frank. Born in 1943, at the age of 11, he experienced a traumatic event when the school he was attending was torn apart by a violent explosion which killed 18 of his fellow pupils. Jackson survived, but was physically and psychologically scarred for the rest of his life by the experience. He took to guitar playing as a form of therapy and developed some talent for songwriting. The result was an album which he produced with the help of Paul Simon in 1965. This featured the song Blues Run the Game, which has subsequently been covered by any number of famous artists. Sadly, Jackson C. Frank found performing in public a painful ordeal, and he never achieved the fame and recognition that his talent so richly deserved. He died in 1999, age 56. Blues Run the Game. Catch a boat to England, baby, maybe to Spain. Wherever I have been, wherever I've been and gone, wherever I have been, the blues, they run the game. Send out for whiskey, baby, send out for gin. Me and room service, mama, me and room service, mama, me and room service, mama, living a life of sin. Catch a boat to England, baby, maybe to Spain. Wherever I have been, wherever I've been and gone, wherever I have been the blue. They run the game. When I'm not drinking, baby, you are on my mind. When I'm not sleeping, mama, when I'm not sleeping, mama, when I'm not sleeping, mama, then you'll find me crying. Catch your boat to England, baby, maybe to Spain. Wherever I have been, wherever I've been and gone, wherever I have been the blue. They run the game. Maybe tomorrow, baby, somewhere down the line, I'll wake up older, mama, so much older, mama. I'll wake up older, mama, and I'll stop my crying. Catch a boat to England, baby, maybe to Spain. Wherever I have been, wherever I've been and gone, wherever I have been the blue. They run the game. The blue, they run the game. Blues run the game. Lindisfarne are a band that I've always enjoyed, and they were very big, of course, in the 1970s with tracks like Fog on the Tyne and Meet Beyond the Corner. But I'd like to focus today on one of their last CDs called Promenade, which was released in 2002. This contains some wonderful songs, and here are two of them. This Too Will Pass and Unfinished Business, both of which contain some interesting reflections on the passage of time. Call this a stepping stone, call it sand through the glass. Things change, and though it hurts, this too will pass. Leaves fade, stars fall, time slips away. Waves break, walls shake, each hour, each day. And all through the ages the sages maintain nothing good ever lasts, What's true for the sun must be true for the rain. And you know this too will pass. Dark days, strong words, meant for the best. It only took one look, you know the rest. Good times fly by, so soon they go. But pain too is washed away by the river's flow. And all through the ages the sages maintain nothing could ever last. What's true for the sun must be true for the rain. And you know this too will pass. Call this a stepping stone, call it sand through the glass. Things change, this too will pass. Leaves fade, stars fall, time slips away. Waves break, walls shake, each hour, each day. And all through the ages the sages maintain nothing could ever last. What's true for the sun must be true for the rain. And you know this too will pass. This too will pass. This too will pass. The next song, Unfinished Business, by Lindisfarne, like the song Requiem, which I sang last week, reflects the loss of youthful idealism, but it also expresses regret at the failure to communicate what we truly feel for each other. Unfinished business. Well, hello, friend. It's so long since I saw you. Was it back in '69? We filled our days with talk about the revolution, and our nights with cheap red wine. We missed our chance to say goodbye, so we got unfinished business, you and I. Do you recall the man who sang of freedom and how we thought we could all join in? And for a while it seemed to be so easy, felt so good, but didn't change a thing. We beat the drum, we nailed the sound, but there was unfinished business still around. Whatever we knew then, we ought to know it now. We've got to catch that train and ride while we can still remember how. Well, we could meet up for a cappuccino. We could talk about the days gone by, and you could wear your denims from Moschino. I could wear my Homer Simpson tie. We've been around, that much is true, but we've got unfinished business, me and you. Whatever we knew then, we ought to know it now. We've got to catch that train and ride while we can still remember how. And now they close my job down at the Union. Got a silver handshake, how about you? But I got my pride, and I've still got my values, and I hear they're hiring down at B&Q. That's the thing about life, just gets in the way, and I think about unfinished business every day. And I think about unfinished business every day. Next two songs take me right back to when I first started playing the guitar. The first, Rock Island Line, was released by Lonnie Donegan way back in 1956, and it sparked off a musical revolution. It led me on to explore the blues and gospel music, and the second song, Living Below, was one of the first Negro songs I ever learned. So here we go, the Rock Island Line. And that's the introduction to the song that I first heard way back in 1956, a sliding D chord. And that sound, it really struck me as something unusual. I'm singing it in a different key, but I've got a sliding chord as well, a sliding A. Now this here the story about the Rock Island Line. Now the Rock Island Line, she runs down into New Orleans. And just outside of New Orleans, there's a toll gate. And at the toll gate, all the trains have to stop and pay the man some money. But if you got certain things on board, You don't have to pay the man nothing. You just go right on by. And just now we see a train coming down the line. Can you see that train? And the man on the toll gate, he shouts down the line, what you got on board, boy? And the man on the train, he shouts back down the line, I got sheep, I got horses, I got pigs, I got cattle, I got old livestock, I got old livestock. And the man on the toll gate, he say, well, that's all right then, boy. You don't have to pay me nothing. You just go right on by. So the train goes by and gets up a little bit of speed and a little bit of steam. And when the train is safely out of sight, the man on the train shouts back down the line, I fooled ya, I got old pig iron, I got old pig iron, I got old pig iron. And I'll tell you where I'm going, boy. Well, the Rock Island line is a mighty good road. The Rock Island line is the road you ride. The Rock Island line is a mighty good road. Road you ride, you get your ticket at the station at the Rock Island line. A, B, C, W, X, Y, Z. Cats in the cupboard don't see me. And the Rock Island line is a mighty good road. The Rock Island line is the road you ride. The Rock Island line is a mighty good road. Road you ride, you get your ticket at the station at the Rock Island line. Two old ladies sitting in the sand, each one wishing the other was a man. And the Rock Island line is a mighty good road. The Rock Island line is the road you ride. The Rock Island line is a mighty good road. Road you ride, you get your ticket at the station at the Rock Island line. Hallelujah, I'm safe from sin. Good Lord's coming to see me again. And the Rock Island line is a mighty good road. The Rock Island line is the road you ride. The Rock Island line is a mighty good road. Road you ride, you get your ticket at the station at the Rock Island line. Hallelujah. Well, I made it right, I made it wrong. No, you're gonna miss me when I'm gone. And I'll tell you where I'm going, boy. Well, the Rock Island line is a mighty good road. The Rock Island line is the road you ride. The Rock Island line is a mighty good road. Road you ride, you get your ticket at the station at the Rock Island line. There you go. Rock Island line. The next song, as I said, is Living Below. One of the very first songs I learned on the guitar. It's an old gospel tune. Living below in this old sinful world, hardly a comfort can afford. Striving along to face temptation sore. Where could I go but to the Lord? Where could I go? Where could I go? Seeking a refuge for my soul. We all need a friend to help us in the end. Where could I go but to the Lord? My My neighbors are fine, I love them, everyone. We get along in sweet accord. But when my soul needs manna from above, where could I go but to the Lord? Where could I go? Where could I go? Seeking a refuge for my soul. We all need a friend to help us in the end. Where could I go but to the Lord? Where could I go but to the Lord? Living Below. I'll finish now with a couple of songs from Don McLean. Both are from the album American Pie, which was released in 1971. The first song, Crossroads, addresses familiar themes of lost love and failed relationships, but it also expresses a stoic acceptance of just where we are, safe in the belief that all roads lead to where we stand. I've got nothing on my mind, nothing to remember, nothing to forget. I've got nothing to regret, but I'm all tied up on the inside. No one knows quite what I've got, and I know that on the outside, what I used to be, I'm not anymore. You know, I've heard about people like me, but never made the connection. They walk one road to set them free, and find they've gone the wrong direction. But there's no need for turning back, for all roads lead to where I stand, and I believe I'll walk them all. No matter what I might have planned. Can you remember who I am? Can you still feel it? Can you find my pain? Can you heal it? Then lay your hands upon me now, and cast this darkness from my soul, for only you can light my way. make me whole once again. We walk both sides of every street, through the bright and cloudy weather, but that was never our defeat. So long as we could walk together, but there's no need for turning back, for all roads lead to where we stand, and I believe we'll walk them all. No matter what we might have planned. All roads lead to where we stand. Don McLean was once asked what the song American Pie meant. He replied, "Never having to work again." It certainly has provided him with a meal ticket for life, but it also contains some of the finest lyrics in American pop culture. Running to over 8 minutes, it traces the history of pop music over a period of 10 years, from the death of Buddy Holly in 1959 to the Rolling Stones concert at Altamont, California in 1969. The rock and roll years. Here are the first two verses. Long, long time ago, I can still remember how that music used to make me smile. And I knew that if I had my chance, I could make those people dance, and maybe they'd be happy for a while. But February made me shiver with every paper I delivered. Bad news on the doorstep, I couldn't take one more step. I can't remember if I cried when I read about his widow and bride, but something touched me deep inside the day the music died. I started singing bye bye Miss American Pie. Drove my Chevy to the levee was dry. Them good old boys were drinking whiskey and rye, singing, "This'll be the day that I die. This'll be the day that I die." Did you write the book of love? Do you have faith in God above? If the Bible tells you so. And do you believe in a rock and roll? Can music save your mortal soul? And can you teach me how to dance real slow? Well, I know that you're in love with him. Saw you dancing in the gym. You both kicked off your shoes, and I dig those rhythm and blues. I was a lonely teenager, bronking buck, pink carnation and a pickup truck. But I knew I was out of luck the day the music died. Started singing bye bye Miss American Pie. Drove my Chevy to the levee was dry. Them good old boys were drinking whiskey and rye, singing, "This'll be the day that I die. This will be the day that I die. Now for 10 years we've been on our own. Moss grows fat on a rolling stone, but that's not how it used to be. When the jester sang for the king and queen in a coat he borrowed from James Dean, and a voice that came from you and me. And while the king was looking down, the jester stole his thorny crown. The courtroom was adjourned, no verdict was returned. And while Lenin read a book on Marx, the quartet practiced in the park, and we sang dirges in the dark. The day the music died, and we were singing bye bye Miss American Pie. Drove my Chevy to the levee was dry. Them good old boys were drinking whiskey and rye, singing this'll be the day that I die. This will be the day that I die. Well, I met a girl who sang the blues, asked her for some happy news, but she just smiled and turned away. And I went down to the sacred store where I'd heard the music years before, but the man there said the music wouldn't play. And in the streets the children screamed, the lovers cried, and the poet dreamed. Not a word was spoken, the church bells all were broken. And the three men I admire the most, Father, Son, and Holy Ghost, they caught the last train for the coast the day the music died. And they were singing bye bye Miss American Pie. Drove my Chevy to the levee was dry. Them good old boys were drinking whiskey and rye, singing this'll be the day that I die. This'll be the day that I die. They were singing bye bye Miss American Pie. Drove my Chevy to the levee was dry. Them good old boys were drinking whiskey and rye, singing this'll be the day that I die. So there we are, American Pie. Hope you enjoyed that, Fiona. You take care now. And special thanks to Did That Too and Zodiac. See you next week, I hope, and I'll be doing, again, a rehash of music from the past. Bye now. Well, Mama, she done told me, Papa done told me too. Son, that gal you're fooling with, she ain't no good to you. That's alright. That's alright. Well, that's alright now, Mama, anyway you do. I'm leaving town, baby, leaving town for sure. Then you won't be bothered with me hanging around your door. That's alright. That's alright. Well, that's alright now, Mama, anyway you do. Da-da-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee, dee-dee-dee-dee-dee, dee-dee-dee-dee-dee, need your loving. That's alright. Well, that's alright now, Mama, anyway you do. Well, Mama, she done told me, Papa done told me too. Son, that gal you're fooling with, she ain't no good to you. That's alright. That's alright. Well, that's alright now, mama, anyway you do. I'm leaving town, baby, leaving town for sure. Then you won't be bothered with me hanging around your door. That's alright, that's alright, that's alright now, mama, anyway you do. Well, that's alright now, mama, anyway.